So this $5,000 stimulus slash dividend check has been floating around for a while now, and I wanted to make sure that I give you some good information on it before I put it on my channel. Just yesterday, President Trump and Elon Musk issued a statement that was just updated 4 hours ago from what I've read, a few articles and researched. And so this money is going to come from all of the savings and cuts that they have been doing. Because I was like, how we going to get some money and we in debt? That don't make sense. So that's why I wanted to make sure I got more information about it before I put it out there, because I was like, that don't make sense. This money is going to come from the Department of Government Efficiency, which is allegedly Elon Musk is running, and this is just a way to send money back to Americans. Now, it may come in the form, again, of a $5,000 DOGE Dividend Check, or it might, some people call it a stimulus check, but it's going to be definitely a dividends check because it's savings from all of the budget cuts that they are doing. This is the DOGE.gov website where they put all of the budget cuts that they're planning to do and everything that they have done over the time that President Trump has been president. And it looks like we're going to get this money. We just don't know when. So I am going to keep you guys posted on what is to come with these stimulus slash dividends check. Now, I don't like calling it a stimulus check because it is actually a dividends check from all taxpayers, sent a tax refund check sent to every taxpayer, funded exclusively with a portion of the savings delivered by DOGE. So Elon is claiming that the numbers are incredible that they're saving on, and this is why I still have the DOGE website posted, because they have cut programs from all type of government agencies, DEI program. So the U.S. national debt totaled $35.5 trillion in the 2024 fiscal year, a 1.4 trillion increase from 2023, according to the Treasury Department. And the U.S. debt GDP ratio rose by 2% year 2024 from 2023. So last week, Donald Trump did explain it is taking 20% of the savings identified by Musk to give back to Americans. And again, they announced this on True Social, what they are doing. They're keeping up with everything that they're doing also on their website. So the mission of the DOGE, which is the Department of Government Efficiency, is to slash federal funding, federal spending, a lot of spending that everybody else was doing that got us in debt. The point of the DOGE program is to get America out of debt. So at this time, the DOGE effort has saved as much as $2 trillion. DOGE claims to have already saved Americans $55 billion in government cuts so far. So this dividend slash stimulus check is not for low-income families. It's for people that have paid taxes, taxpayers. This money is for net income taxpayers, people who have paid more and taxes than they got back. With a low-income family, low-income America is not qualifying for the return, according to the news reports. And again, a lot of low-income families essentially saw transfer payments of 25 to 30% of their annual income, because again, they get tax breaks. Middle-class people don't get tax breaks. Middle-class people pay into taxes. Rich people don't pay taxes. Middle-class people pay taxes like me, and I have videos on it. I've been talking about that for the longest. The exclusive goes to households that are net taxpayers, that have a lower percentage to spend and a higher percentage to save, and a transfer payment, the DOGE dividend. So this is a difference between a stimulus check and a dividend check. Stimulus checks, like the C-19 check in the past, this has nothing to do with inflation. So this is why I don't call it a stimulus check versus it being a dividend check. And you're going to see a lot of videos saying stimulus check, because that's what our minds resonate to when we see, we getting a stimulus check from Donald Trump. No, this is not a stimulus check. It's just a lot of false information out there. And people need to stop saying that, because low-income families would not benefit from this. Probably middle class to rich people that have been paying paying taxes, paying into this economy, we're going to get that money because we've been paying into it, and we have to pay taxes back. And this money is also coming from a lot of different programs, laying off a lot of workers that don't want to go to work, or they want to go to work but stay at home. Those type of people. Drastic cuts of federal agencies, the U.S. aid, U.S. United States Agency for International Development, all the stuff that they were paying into the Department of Education, which in my opinion needs to be revamped, because the stuff that they're teaching those kids, honey, I don't know who came up with it. The National Institutes of Health, Centers for Disease Control, and Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So those places like that, they have did drastic cuts to their budgets, and that's where a lot of this money is coming from. A lot of things that they were paying into, I'm gonna go into next week, is like LGBT stuff, and just taking our tax money and doing a lot with it that put us in debt. So here we are now trying to get out of that. So also is reporting that the DOGE dividend idea was previously followed by Azorian investment firm CEO James Fishback of Musk's social media platform, suggesting Trump and Elon Musk should announce a DOGE dividend, a tax refund sent to every taxpayer, funded exclusively with a portion of the total savings delivered by DOGE. So Donald Trump and Elon Musk haven't given us a specific date that this money will be coming to our bank account. However, Mr. Fishback, the 4-page proposal on the DOGE dividends, describing it as a refund sent only to tax-paying householders and only go to households above a certain income, 19-era checks that went undiscriminatory. So it was a survey done that the Pew Research Center cities most Americans who have adjusted income under $40,000 pay efficiently no federal income taxes. A dividend is a distribution of profits by a corporation of its tax holders, and a refund is a payment made back to users that previously paid for something. A stimulus check, on the other hand, is a direct payment to encourage spending and stimulate the economy right directly into the consumer's hands. So that's the difference between a dividend check and a stimulus check. So you do have some of the Republicans pushing back on this dividend checks, like some of them from New York, and they are saying that we should use the money elsewhere. But again, it may be a good idea, because I know I can use the extra $5,000. Hell, I can use the extra $500 if they want to send it to me today. Also, New York is saying that they are hiring federal workers that want to actually work. I don't know why these people want to stay at home. I get it. You did that when the C-19 was there, but honey, we passed that now. I have to go to work every day. And a lot of us taxpayers, we have to go to work every day. So I don't know why they think that they don't have to go to work, because we are going to work, driving to work every day. So a lot of them are not taking these buyouts, and I guess they're moving on. And I guess that's fine if that's what you can do, but I got to work every day. How do you guys feel about that? Why do people don't want to go back to the work off? And I know people have their reasons. Comment down below if you're one of those people. I want to hear from you guys. Let's keep the discussion going in the comment section. And if you like videos like this, make sure you give me a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It'll really help me out. I'm a small channel trying to grow, and it will help me out. So again, here are my thoughts. I just feel like everything has been inflated. Gas prices, food prices, rent, everything has been inflated for the middle class. Again, poor people have Section 8. They have low income. They have subsidized government funding for years. And stimulus checks always benefited the low income household. I haven't gotten a stimulus check because they have limits on giving you that. Some of us get them and some of us don't. Depending on my overtime, I might not get a stimulus check when they were giving them out. So these dividend checks would be a great idea to give it back to people that have to pay taxes every year, that's paying into the system. We pay taxes out of our check, and we still end up owing, because we're, again, trying to live in this high economy where rent is high, food is high, gas is high, and we are paying into the system taxes. And then when we get to the end of the year, we still have to pay, because we've made over $200,000 or $250,000 because we're trying to live and keep up with stuff that we want to do when we're on vacation and doing stuff to live. We don't have small businesses, so we don't have a lot to write off. And I think this is a fair move for people like me that don't have any small kids, that don't get government, we don't get stipulations in the taxes where we are going to get some money back for having small kids. So I think it'd be a great idea to have a dividend check come to people that are taxpayers, middle class people like me that have been paying into this system since forever, paying into the system forever. But majority of us that has been under these Democratic administrations where they've been doing God knows what with our money and we don't have a clue. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and let's get the conversation started. Should this be a dividend check for middle class people, or should it be just a stimulus check? Now, we know we're not trying to do anything to the economy but get the prices down, okay? And they want to see people save this money versus spending it right away. So comment down below. Let's get the conversation started, and I'll see you guys in the next video.